News Live at 5.
Still happened this year. We started getting some showers, but right now the forecast is just so bleak that, but it could be wrong, you know, maybe we'll get a rain.
Good evening, everyone. Governor Tim Walz spent the day in the Crookston area to see the devastating effects on this year's harvest and speak with farmers who are struggling. Valley News Team's JC Dodd was there and brings us more on what's being done to help.
I think it's important that they came out and actually got to see what the crop looks like.
Jim Reitmeyer has been a Minnesota farmer for 55 years. He says the only time he's dealt with a drought this bad was in the late 80s. He says it was crucial for Governor Walz to see just how bad the dry conditions have gotten in case they lead to crop shortages and income trouble.
Just a 1-2 gut punch on this heat and no rain.
Ag Commissioner Tom Peterson says this visit was so they could see the firsthand effects and request aid from the USDA. And it's not just the farmers who are struggling, it's ranchers too, who Peterson says many have begun to run out of hay for their cattle.
You know, being half or less what it was for many farmers, they don't have that forage to feed to their animals.
And with the dry air and hot temps expected to continue in the short term, Reitmeyer says the farming community is having to rely on each other.
Yeah, we got to stick together through this, and we will.
While everyone hopes this is a once-in-a-generation drought, Reitmeyer says he is staying optimistic about now and the future.
Well, there's always next year. And that's the way you have to look at it. You can't dwell on just what's going on in the short term. You have to look at the long term. Been at it for a long time, and things even out.
In Crookston, JC Dodd, Valley News Live.
Not only are the crops stressed these days, but so are the farmers. While in Crookston, Governor Walz addressed the struggles farmers are facing with their livelihood in jeopardy.